Hello, friends. Today we are going to discuss about self-love. Okay, so what is self-love and why is it needed? Okay, as the name suggests, self-love is loving ourselves. Now, most of the time we feel like, okay, I love myself because you know this is who I am, and I have to love myself. And I read somewhere that um, every human being loves themselves the most than anybody else they love. So I felt like, okay, self love is by default, it is with everyone. Everyone loves themselves. However, if we analyze it, then you will understand that that is not the case. So that means if I have an anger and hatred for someone else outside, so that means that anger, that hate, what I have for others, is something which is residing within myself, which is kind of a reflection. Okay, so other people, they say, is just like a mirror, which is I see myself, some nature of myself which I do not like, and that's all kind of a reflection, and the other people are just a reflection, okay, or the reflector, and I am reflecting, my own nature there. So what is then self love? First of all, we are born in this world with love, uh, in the arms of our parents. Okay, so much of love and affection, and hopefully when we pass away from this world, then we will be loved upon, okay, by our near and dears. Okay, so that means love is, kind of always from the start to the beginning, sorry, from the beginning to the end. The love is, the mechanism of love is ingrained, in the God's own way of, designing life. Okay, but how, while we are living our life, what happens is we lose ourselves or who we are. Okay, we just lose our entity and identity, and that is the reason why first, to love ourselves, first we need to know who I am. Okay, and in the Eastern philosophy, in Oriental culture, or in Vedic sort of a tradition and teaching, if you see, the self, or who I am, is the Atman. They say it is Atman, your own identity, yourself. Okay, which is different uh, than my body. Okay, and also the mind, what we think, that is quite sort of easily we can differentiate that. Okay, I might be sitting here, but I may be thinking about something else. That means, when I say I am thinking, okay, my thoughts are somewhere, because I do not realize that I'm thinking about something, and suddenly, okay, what am I thinking? I know you bring your attention back. So if you understand, there are three entities here. My body may be there, I may be thinking about something else. Okay, so that means body, and then mind, and then soul, which is the self, in Oriental philosophy, or Oriental teachings, that, or Vedic teaching, this is what, is all about. So how do we then differentiate, or how do we start to love ourselves? Okay, the first step is I need to realize who I am first. Okay, so let me just share this chart here. Okay, so let's understand this. Okay, what are the steps of self love? Okay, and why should you do? So because without me loving myself, I cannot give the love to somebody else. So that means I should be selfish enough to love myself first. Okay, because when I love myself, then I love others. Okay, so that is the self love. So first is, in the process of developing the self love, okay, the first step is I need to know myself, who I am. Okay. And how do I know? The best thing is observing silence. Okay. When, there are so many ripples on the plane of water, if you see, you will not be able to see something, which is lying beneath it. For example, there is a silver coin just on the bed of the water, or the bottom of the water, or the, lake or pond, or whatever you are taking. So if there are ripples, okay, on the on the sort of surface of water, then I will not be able to see the coin. So once the ripples are all quiet and silent, then I will be able to see it crystal clear. Okay, exactly the same way. Before I develop, self love, or before even I think of how do I develop the self love, I have to understand the self first, who I am. Okay, and in Sanskrit, which is an ancient language spoken in India, that is they say that it's uh, when a baby is born. Okay, so baby cries. Okay, and it's kind of his cry is crying for his or her own identity. Okay, crying, and the cry, they say that it's saying he's crying, cries chanting, or calling. We say that ko ahang. Okay, it's saying, says ko ahang, who am I. Okay, it's in the meaning in English would be who am I. Ko ahang, ahang means me. Who, ko ahang means who am I. Okay, that is what is that kid is, or a baby is asking to the whole world. Okay, so first is identifying who I am first, because when we are born, okay, we don't know, we are born to a family with parents, and then it's kind of an onion. If you see, there are layers after layers. Okay, and which onion is formed. So exactly the same way, when you are born, there is no nothing, no other thoughts or nothing has been around me. However, then I start to realize who I am is, okay, I am this person's son or this person's daughter, or I am in this society, I am part of this family, I am this belong to this religion, or I belong to this country. So these are all the identities which gets formed. That's just layer after layer. Okay, so the true identity is lost because we start to associate ourselves with what we see around, and what we it's kind of a we are a part of a tribe, we could say. So when the you have to follow the norm of the tribe. So whatever the other people are saying, whatever other people are doing, and if you are not following, you will be out of the tribe, because that is how if you see the tribal or these stone age people, our ancestors, they used to live in that way. Okay, so our identity has started forming in that way, so that I start to think that, okay, I am an engineer, I am a doctor, I am an accountant, I am a consultant, I am so and so. Okay, based on, okay, the career, okay, what we studied, we feel like, okay, I am that. Okay, and then we start to think, okay, I am the son, or I am the husband, or I am the dad, or so these are the different kinds of strings we are attaching to ourselves without knowing truly who we are. Okay, and so how do I know then who I am is is not that complicated as well. If we meditate, we if you keep our mind, or take our mind and body to a level where it is very silent. Okay, or if there is no ripples, okay, just like the water ripples we discussed about, so then I will be able to realize, okay, who I am slowly. It may take a few, a few sessions, or few months, or few years, but slowly I will be able to differentiate myself from what I was thinking that I was. Okay, to true who truly I am. So once I develop that, okay, so the silencing, few things, how what would help me to make my body and mind silent. First thing is talking less. Okay, so when I am quieter, I'm a bit silent, my mouth, we are kind of a chatterbox nowadays. So much of energy goes when we are talking. So when I'm silent, that means I'm reflecting, I can reflect on myself, I'm preserving the energy within myself. Okay, another thing of how doing silencing your body is fidgeting means all of us, if I have seen myself as well, I've seen others as well. A lot of time what we do is while doing certain things, while I am writing an email, probably my my legs may be shaking, or I may be tapping on one hand on the table. So these are called fidgeting actions. That means these are not intentional. I am not aware of these things I'm doing, okay, but unconsciously I am doing those, okay. So that means my body's performance is not within my control, okay. So that is not so good news. So that means we have to be in control of our own things, okay. So silencing our body is extremely important, and silencing our mind, okay. Silencing, how do I silence my mind? So when we read, when we watch certain things, that is the first thing which has an impact on our brain, okay. So it's very important that if I want to take a session, or if I want to silence my mind for half an hour, 1 hour, first what I need to do is I need to refrain from looking at my mobile phone, or reading things which may agitate my mind. So that is quite important, okay, mind and body, to make it silent, okay. Then slowly, so how do I do that? Can I silent it every minute of the day, every hour of the day? Probably not possible, okay. So what do I need to do is we have to balance it with our career and other commitments, and our kind of a journey of knowing myself and loving myself is a dedicated time I can give, okay. So that is for example 1 hour every day, for morning this time to this time, or afternoon or evening time, so you can give yourself that time, okay. So silencing your mind. Next thing is again, we are talking about now silencing your mind. You start to know yourself, and then we'll be talking about self-loving exercises, or what are the steps, or what are the things what we can do to start generating loving myself. Is next thing is gratitude, okay. Gratitude journal, writing things what I like about myself, okay, or what I am thankful of, okay. So this is a very very powerful step, whereby I I can fill myself with a lot of blissful thoughts, and in so much of thankfulness within myself, and that my inner being will be cheering up, okay, like becoming so happy, okay. Because most of the time we complain, okay, complain when we are praying, then we'll complain to God, God, I don't have this, can you give me this, can you give me that, praying, okay. Rather than praying, rather than asking for something, how about we just look within ourselves and see what I have got. If I have two arms, two hands, and there are people out there who do not have an arm, or both the arm, they're amputated, then I have to be so much of thankful. I should be so much thankful to my Creator. Okay, if you are believe in God, then thankful to God. Okay, because I have two arms, two legs, eyesight. I can see everything around. There are people who do not have the eyesight as well. So lot of things we have. If you want to count the blessing, there are so many blessings what we have, but we hardly ever count it. So gratitude journal helps you to do that, okay. So when you write it down, or what are the things what you like about yourself and what you have. It may be physical position, maybe your physical characteristics, or maybe your mental ability, or whatever, okay. Maybe you have a loving parents, maybe you have loving kids, or maybe you have a pet as well, okay. You love the pet, okay, pet loves you. Whatever, we are so many things around which you can look around and feel proud and feel privileged. So those are the things you write. Next thing, do what you love to do, okay. A lot of us, a lot of people out there, they do not like what they do, okay. For example, if you have a job which is not something which you like, and you are kind of dread the job, and you're not never excited, and you lose the passion when as soon as you get to your workplace, or or you start working. Okay, so that means you are not happy. Okay, you're not happy with what you are doing, and you may be making money, but that is not giving you the happiness, and life is all about happiness. Okay, so why not take that decision? And it may be, you may be thinking that this is a big decision, to get into look into something what I love, but it may not be that big as well. Why not? Is because it's just a decision. Okay, and you look for something which you love, and you will slowly see, with this revolution of internet, and so many people are out there, you know because what is blogging anyway? Okay, what is blogging on so much social media? People are having their own channels, so they, whatever they are passionate about, people just put it out there. And what happens in this process, if you're putting out there whatever you're passionate about, your knowledge, your information, your passion, what happened, there are other people out there in this world who resonates with you. Okay, who who like what you post. Okay, and what you have to say, and that is where a connection is met. And you can then start to promote and market, and your knowledge and whatever you have, to all these people. Okay, that is a biggest sort of asset, or biggest thing what internet has given us, so we can look into that as well. Okay, so next thing is, stop correcting others. Okay, most of us, we want to correct others instead of correcting ourselves. We see problems with everyone around but myself. So I feel like I am the perfect person in this world, but rest entire world is imperfect. Okay, the whole world needs to be changed, not me. I think it makes quite a bit of a sense to change myself. It will be easier for me to change myself than the whole world. Okay, so it is for everyone's case. Okay, all of us, we feel like I am the right person. Okay, everything else is wrong. Okay, so now guess what, if that is the case, then who is right? Okay, if I am right, the other person says that he is right, so every other person is saying he is right, then who is the wrong then? So there is nothing right and wrong. We should always be able, or we should be always willing to change, correct myself, to improve on myself, and then grow. Okay, stop correcting others. Then the next thing, attracting and spreading love. Okay, now attracting and spreading love, this is you can say is a meditation you can do. Okay, so what is this meditation? Let me just quickly tell you before we move on to the last point, the heart chakra meditation. This attracting and spreading love, it's a very simple meditation. You just close your eyes and make yourself relaxed. Okay, and why do you need to close your eyes? Because when you close your eyes, then you start your inner journey. Okay, your outside distraction is stopped. Okay, so, and what do you do? So you first rest, every part of your body, put it on rest, and then you start to have a vision, or start to see yourself. Okay, see in your mental eyes that a ray is coming, that is a ray of love. Okay, your creator, this universe, or whatever you believe in, your god. So god is blessing you in advance, or the whole universe is sending love to you, because the universe loves you so much, because the universe created you. Okay, and created you in its the most beautiful form. Okay, so that love, it's you are receiving that love within yourself. It is coming into your entire body through your scalp, and then penetrating your to your every cells of your body. Okay, so once you do that, okay, this meditation, and then the next step is, you are letting that love now spread across. Okay, so it's just coming in, and then it is going to and spreading across, you know to the entire world, starting from your family, your household, and the neighborhood, then your town, or the city, or the village, wherever, to the entire country and the entire world. Okay, so what you are doing in this process is, you are closing your eyes and then seeing that the ray of love is, going and spreading all across. Okay, people are more loving, more caring. So that is what you are doing to do. Okay, the last is a heart chakra meditation. This is a very, very powerful meditation. And what do you do? Now this is a chakras, chart. When you can see, there are, again, what is chakra? Chakra is, in a Vedic sort of, in Hindu culture and the Vedic tradition, this is how, the meditation, different levels of meditation you do, whereby, you accomplish different things during this meditation process. So it starts with a root chakra. Okay, to the optimum, or the to the highest level is the crown chakra. Okay, so that means this is a basic trust to spiritualism. Okay, now if you see here, the heart chakra you see here, it's called love healing. So that means this is where, you spread that love, or you attract that love, and you love yourself. So this is what the chakra is. Chakra is a imaginary, you could say, it's an imaginary, um, uh, point in your body where a certain kind of energy, okay, flows. Okay, and by focusing on that point, so that certain kind of energy can be triggered. Okay, so this is called chakra meditation. So what do you do? Sit in a position like this if you are able to. If you are not able to, that's also fine, but you have to relax, and then, you visualize, okay, yourself, so this is heart chakra is, just where your heart is, that same level. So you are just focusing with your eyes closed, that, your attention and focus is in the heart. And then, you start to see for yourself. Okay, and when you have a focus on that point, you can slowly feel the energy as well there. Okay, but after a few sessions, it may not come instantly, but you'll feel that as well. Okay, and that chakra meditation means, again, your focus and your attention is here. Okay, on your chest. And when it is there, then slowly you will see that the energy will evolve. Then you can slowly develop more and more self love. Som Prakash. I am a business and a life coach. I help people to become more successful in their own business and in their own personal life. So if you want to follow me and need any help, feel free to go to somprakash.com, somprakash.com, and I would love to hear from you. And if you want to download this ebook on very same topic, on self love, so then you can visit the website and you can download the ebook from there as well. Okay, speak to you soon. Bye bye.